What is the grossest hygiene issue you overlooked in an ex?
You know what's funny? Before I read this thread, I thought my standards were low.
My tooth keeps chipping and growing back. Dog, that's tartar.
I don't like to brush my teeth BC, it makes my gums bleeders and therefore it's not good for him.
Maybe I do wanna die alone.
How's this? Happened with my high school girlfriend, at 17. Bottom drawer of the bathroom filled to the brim with used tampons, and when I discovered this and asked why the bin or even just a sealable bag wasn't an appropriate option, she sheepishly said she liked the smell of them. I tapped out.
I would frequently hear my ex blowing his nose at night in bed. He always said it was into a shirt. Thought that was gross, but whatever. Then when I moved out I discovered he was actually blowing it into his hands, and wiping it onto the back of the fabric headboard of my bed. His side was covered in so much disgusting crusty snot. I left it there for trying to clean that.
Didn't seem to shake well or wash well, so if I ever laid my head on his lap it reeked of piss.
I'm beginning to think it's over for me if these people are getting into relationships and I'm struggling.
I dated this guy who had a really crusty, gross belly button. He was otherwise clean. He'd come and visit me with his dog. The dog was very old and stinky. There was always a yeasty, stinky stink left over when the guy and the dog left. I thought it was the dog, until one time, he came without the dog and I realized the stink was coming from him, from the belly button.
I could smell my ex's ass. Had to bring it up more than once. That was one of many things. I don't know why I put up with that shit. All I can think of is that I had low self-worth.
Oh hi. This is going to be cathartic. My ex had a toenail fungus so bad that his super long and disgusting crust mobile toe literally cut holes in multiple fitted sheets. Our toilet paper rolls would get poop on them. Because ye old ex somehow got a poopy hand every single time and then transferred a little bit of it to the roll. Was he doing the first pass with a bare hand? I have no idea. Once he didn't change his clothes for a week, then he took a shower and almost put the same underwear back on. I had to convince him to put on clean undies. Sat on the bed right after his shower, naked. Stood up, a tire track was on the bed. He had just showered. This happened multiple times. Fuzzy teeth. Anyway, we're divorcing now. Edit to add, all of this started after we got married, and then the pandemic basically turned him into a feral animal. I did not consent to marriage with this level of hygiene.
I can't effing read any more of this.
She wasn't the best at wiping. I stopped doing her in doggy as I didn't want to see the once when we did it I had on my stomach afterward.
Well, not on purpose, but when we broke up, my family told me he smelled horrible. I have zero sense of smell, so I had no clue.